Howdy doody, folks. Hardy Fuddy here. Hope everybody's doing well today on a beautiful Sunday morning, Saturday night, to wherever you guys may be. Hope you've all had a wonderful week. I might be doing this show solo today. Just a quick shout out, quick prayers and thoughts to Joyce and Anthony's family. They're still waiting. Pretty sad moment at their house, so please send your love and prayers to them. So anyway, I'm going to go now with saying a quick hello to everybody. I'm not in my train room. Sorry about that, folks. We're still having Wi-Fi and internet issues in this area. But I'll do a quick hello to everybody. So who do we have here? Hey, Carly, Dwight, you're the first one. Sorry, mate, no gold today. Had to spend it this week. Blame it on Vinny. It's all his fault. Shane Scale, how you doing? Kyle Stevens, nice to see you. Haven't seen you here for a while. Mike, nice to see you. Steve, 87, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in here. AJ, how are you, mate? Your partner in crime should be lurking about somewhere, I think. Hope you're doing okay. Daryl, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Welcome. Norman Rowe, how are you, buddy? Who else do we see? Hey, Gary, how are you? Hope things are warming up your way. Things are getting a little bit warmer down here too. It's been nice not having any rain for a while. I mean, we've achieved a whole 2 weeks with no rain. Yee-hoo! I'm not going to count my chickens yet. Apparently we're supposed to be getting some more next couple of days. So, hello to the others that are listening in the background. When you get the opportunity, please hit the like, keep the rhythm up, and that way it gets more notifications out to everybody else. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the friendship and the chat and everything else. So, anyway, I'm going to throw down the invite down the bottom here if anybody wants to come in, have a bit of a chit-chat and yarn and whatnot and talk about trains and everything else. As I said, I'm not in my train room at the moment. We are having issues with Wi-Fi, radio signals, and whatnot in the area. We think we've nailed it down. There is a lot of aviation activity at the moment in the area. There's a lot of military aircraft in the area, so that could be hindering with our signals. It's also hindering with our TV reception and radio reception too. So that could be it, but we don't know. We do have the government authorities at the moment going around trying to investigate, see what's interfering in our area with the signals. These are the green and grey UFOs, Norman. We're too far east for the other UFOs, but hey, you never know. Hello, the Closet Brands. Nice to see you in here. We're just going to have to do it out here for the time being. The landlord is going to come around next weekend, and we are going to, as long as we don't have rain, cross fingers, it's drying up sort of underneath the house here. We are going to draw a hard wire from this room here into the back train room, and yeah, we'll get some sort of progress going. So I'm going to be here for a while now. I had a g'day wigwag. I had a disgusting week this week. I managed to go up to Sydney. I went up to um, US Embassy up in Sydney. Total waste of time. Um, they really, I'll tell you what. Um, I'm glad I'm not. Let's put this. Let me just put it briefly. I'm just glad I'm not an American citizen stuck in Australia. Right? You want to come out here? Make sure you've got a good lawyer in the United States before you come out here. That's all I'm going to tell you, because the embassy here is useless like a tits on a ball. They're not going to help anybody out unless you got appointments somewhere down about 12 months, 18 months down the line, and they will not recognise their mistakes and errors in their system. The Australian system is a lot better, and it's given me a very foul taste with the American system. Sorry for the rant, but I just need to get this out. With my intentions of moving over to the United States, forget it. It ain't going to happen. I'm going to come and visit there, but I don't think it's going to be in the near. I don't think it's going to be in the near future. There's other places and other countries around the world that I'm going to go and visit. My intentions at the moment is to go visit Europe next year. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm not going to let some bozos that are taking in money and not doing their jobs, making life hard, and go and trying to make me way go into a country where you cannot get into because of their system mistake. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. So I'll bring Randall up. He seems to be down in the basement. I'll bring him up.
Hey,
How
Artie.
you doing, Randall?
Oh, doing pretty good. How about yourself?
There's something happening, but we don't hear him.
Can you
Oh,
hear
hang on.
me?
Hang on, that's better. I've got my volume up. Sorry, Randall.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, sorry about my rant. Norman, if I can get into the southern border, it would be good. But all our flights into Mexico goes via Los Angeles. So I'm screwed either way. So forget about it. I can go to Canada, but look, I always want to go back to Europe. I'm going to go to Europe this next year. I might end up stalking Anthony. But I am looking and thinking about going up into the Austrian Swiss Alps next year. Go up into Munich, go and see the big model train, model exhibition, and then go into the Alps to a big country folk music festival that they have over there in June. It goes on for about 2 weeks, so I think I'm going to go and do that. That seems to be a lot of fun. Take a train ride up there and hopefully be able to get on the real railjet, sorry. Get on the real railjet instead of trying to fight to get mine back from Anthony. So that's what my plan is for next year. So I'm not going to be coming to the US in a hurry. Okay. What's new with you, Randall?
Busy this morning, but got out towards the end of the shift, which is kind of unusual.
Oh, we lost him. Okay, we lost him again. Well, guys, just remember when you go around Memphis and around that area, internet's not really good. All right. Well, he's trying to reboot himself again. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I was a bad boy again this last week. I bought myself some more trains.
Can't have too many trains, Artie.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. Now, this goes to show you cannot. Everyone's got to have the Flying Scotsman, right? I don't know what's going on here. He's cut the box real short. So, this is from my lovely bloke Wade up in Sydney. So
I'm gonna mute myself right quick while you unbox that, Artie, because I gotta get in the other room here. So
okay, buddy. Okay.
All right, it'll take a few minutes. So
yeah, well, I'm not heat, so it won't take me forever to unwrap this. Yeah. So yeah, newspaper clippings. I'm not going to read through that. I've got to be careful here because there are some small goodies in this package. Do I start up small and go up big, or do I go big and then go back to the small? Yeah, so I'm still waiting for the parcels to arrive from the US. United States Postal Shipping has again charged a lot of money and for express postage, and the stuff is still sitting in the US 2 weeks later. Should have been here. Okay, I'll start with the big ones. Nice and long. No Flying Scotsman, so don't always believe what the box says. So I'm going to try to. So what I've got is as most of you guys who have been following me realise now that majority of trains is going to be running on my layout. It's going to be passenger trains. So I've got a temptation to buy some more passenger cars. Now these are the older Concord ones. I'll show you guys what we've got here. I will need to change couplers on them later on down the track. As you can see, Wade always does take extra care in wrapping up the trains and parcels. So we have some more Superliner cars. That's going to be g'day Sparky. Yeah, look, the box is open. I just got to unwrap it. It's the wrapping that takes more time with me here than the unboxing. It's better to have the stuff wrapped well than not being wrapped at all. So I'll try to go as quick as I can. So yeah, it does. All I need to do now is find. It's got most of the cars in this set. The only thing I've got to find is the observation car in this series. If I can't find another one of the Concord ones, I think I might just go and get the Cato ones in the same era when they come out. If they come out in this livery. I'm not too worried about the livery on this because I I have been thinking about doing a different train. One thing that's been on my mind in doing is, I don't know if anyone's seen. G'day, Dave. How are you, buddy? We're going to come in if you want. I'll just put a link up in there. I don't know if everyone's seen. I think most of you guys have seen it. The movie Under Siege 2. I'm thinking about doing one of them trains up. Thinking about it. Well, I'm doing it or not is another thing. So I don't know which one is this. I think this one might be. This is the dining car. Dining car to go with it. I mean, today you can do anything. I mean, you can even change your livery by putting your own decal on the side of it too. So that's another thing I'm looking at. But no rush. I can still use one of these cars for what do you call it? Now that I'm going to be starting construction on my layout or expanding, I can use these as I guess you can say as a height gauge for the tunnel areas and whatnot. This is also going to tell me whether I should use overhead catenary for on my layout. If these don't fit underneath the catenary, then I'm not going to put it in. So yeah, because I just got too many trains and it's not. We do passenger trains, Sparky, but we if you see my Fun Day Friday the other day, you would have seen I did get a shot of the Indian Pacific. We'll get back up there in another 2 weeks. So I'm going to try to get up there a lot earlier and get a photo or film it as she comes in. She gets split up in 2. Yes, the cross branch we do. We have got a company here, or we've got a couple. The most detailed model manufacturer here is Ossition. Then we've got SDS models. We've got Kashila Hobbies. He does some as well. G'day, Jason. How are you? We've got a company called Powerline. We've got a few around here. They're a bit expensive. So that's why I've gone to American. I'll go to American Sparky mainly because of the price. Just for the argument's sake, like, okay, I've got a coach here. Just for an argument's sake, like a normal carriage like this, American, I can pay for about $30, $40 from these manufacturers here in Australia to get a carriage like this. They're nearly as dear as a European train, where you're looking at about $90 and up. And it's got no interior detail or anything like that. You just get the carriage itself. So for my money value to have my trains, I just stuck to American. Yes, I have got Australian stuff, but now that they're becoming too pricey, I've stopped buying them. There are a couple of models I still want, but yes, they do. they're currently packed away. The cross blanch. They are currently packed away. I'll see if I can go and get. Just let me unpack this and. Just let me unpack this and I'll go and dig. I might be able to get a hold of one of them. As you can see, Wade really bundles these up pretty good. So just give me a moment. I have run, if you have a look at some of my videos, you will actually see some of the Australian prototype. You will see some of the Australian prototype passenger cars and freight cars. I have also kit bashed a lot of freight cars. I have also kit bashed some passenger cars as well. I might do another one now that my modelling skills has improved in time. And I've got a sweeping car to go with this as well. So that's the railway carriages. That's all the carriages I've got. I did manage this auction that we had on Friday. This Friday night, I did manage to get have you cleaned that pool out yet, Jason? All right. Okay, have fun with cleaning your pool, mate. We're going to have fun here. What was I saying? Lost track of what I'm saying now. Anyway, yeah, that's right. I bought some. I bought some more carriages, Amtrak carriages, this Friday night. What were they? 5 carriages. I spent $120. They're the what they call the Metroliner carriages. No, the Metroliner. No, there's another name for them. They're like the Metro, like the Metroliner coach. Metroliner coaches for the Northeast Corridor. Not the engines. Now these ones are going to go. I found these, and these remind me of my childhood. So they're going to have a spot somewhere on the layout. I couldn't resist these ones. They're the old Matchbox Euclid mining dump trucks. Let me try it. Let me try it again. The old little Euclid dump trucks. I'll find a nice little mine and a nice little spot for these guys. There was 4 of them. Yeah. At $20, yeah, they don't stay up very well, but hey, for $20 for the 4 of them, which is, yep, they're metal. Yep, metal. They're not. Yep, metal. That's when they used to know it. And look at it; it's got dual tires on the back too. So yeah, I wasn't going to. I wasn't Metro Links. No, I think the Metro Liners. Sparky. Anyway, yeah, these ones remind me of my childhood. I did have one of them. I can't get them. Hey, Lee. Hi, how are you? So when I saw these, I thought, no, I'm going to get these. These are going to come in handy. Got the spot for it too, in my mind. I've got to put a little mine, a little industry there somewhere for the freight trains, especially the coal trains. So there's another one. Now I do still have some more figures coming. Don't know how long till they come in here. They'll probably come in here before the stuff from the US. Uh oh. Here's trouble.
Hey, hello everybody.
G'day, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good for a Saturday. Hello, Randall. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just this guy Wade. He really wraps up these parcels good. He won't deal with people outside the country. He's been burnt too many times when people bid for stuff and don't pay, and he still ends up being stuck with it. But mind you, we do have some Australians that are doing exactly the same thing at the moment, and tell you what, it's becoming annoying because some of the stuff that they are bidding us all for, I mean, the bidding that they're doing is just unbelievable. Now, Wade, his bidding start from 99 cents. Okay, so that's what his bidding starts from, so just work your way up from that. But there was a couple of items there I was interested in, but they end up, some people, I don't know what they're thinking is, they end up paying 3 times more than what you can buy a brand new one for an engine. They end up bidding 3 times higher to the value of the actual engine. G'day, Darth. How are you? Let me see. At the time I say Darth, I think of Darth Vader. I wonder if he's related. I wonder if him and Darth. I wonder if he's related to Darth Vader.
Hey, Artie, are you hearing me clear and fine?
A little bit crackly. Just have you got a separate microphone, have you?
No, no. Maybe it's my phone.
Maybe. There's been a lot of electronic interference. I know we've been having a lot of issues here in my place, but we think we worked out what's going on here.
Yeah, well, I hope here. I was just going to say, I hope here in a few weeks. Sorry, Daryl, go ahead.
No, I just was seeing Norman said you are chipping badly, Daryl.
Yeah. Oh, not that bad. I mean, it's still understandable. Yeah, see, that's right, Sparky. Yeah, you really got to know what the value of the item is. Because, yeah, you can get burnt out. I mean, you can get burnt really badly if you don't know what the value is. I may, depending if I really want it, I'll maybe go up about $40, $50 above the actual price if it's a certain item that I can't get. But I am not going to go and spend a fortune where I'm going to get it kicked out of house and home and have to sell up everything else that I've got. I'm not going to go that stupid. I'm not that desperate. I'll just let it roll. I mean, eventually you'll find a bargain. Like, what was it last weekend? What was it that I showed last weekend? Just trying to remember, what was it I showed last weekend that I got a big bargain for? I think it was some other passenger cars or something. You can get good. Oh, that's right. I've got that. No, I've got that. Yeah, you can. Oh, Sparky, the shipping cost that's going on in the US at the moment is ridiculous. In my eyes, that's price gouging. Here, that will be an offence. The price gouging, the way the postage, the postal system, and everything else is being charged. I mean, for a smaller, lighter package, I'll show to you guys. It's coming from North Carolina. I got charged $150 for postage from North Carolina. Now, from New York, a heavier package, I got charged $60 odd. So you can see where the price gouging is going on here. Shipping costs to overseas, it depends where you, Norman, it depends where it's going or where it's coming from. I mean, for me, it's actually cheaper for me to send a parcel from here to you guys now than what it is for, say, Dave from Crooked River to send me something over, or Jason to send me something over that's in the regional areas of the United States. If you're in New York or in the capital city, you're fine. But I don't know. That's right. I had those. I don't know if you guys seen that mail call they had this week. That came from the other side of Australia. The shipping and that on eBay. Now he does a very good.
Little spider.
What's that, Randall?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
I was just saying. I was just getting an engine out here for you guys here in a minute.
Okay. The stuff that I got from the guy in WA, even though the item had individual shipping costs to it, what he done was he ended up combining the postage and refunded me the money for all those other parcels, for all those individual sales. I think there was about 15, 20 items. So on that 15, 20 items, I was charged shipping. So what he ended up doing was he refunded me 14 payments of shipping. If you understand what I'm saying. Shipping ended up costing something like about $200. He ended up dropping it down to what it was at $20, $30. But he refunded that money back. So I deal with him all the time. I always get my little trucks and figures and everything else from him. That's a good seller, and there should be more of them. Now, somebody wanted to see an Australian train, so I'm going to go and get an Australian engine I can get my hands onto. So just bear with me for a sec. You guys chat amongst yourselves.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Joe Raider, BlackRock. So I saw your comment. Almost bought some Chinese lamps till I saw $80 for shipping. That's crazy. Of course, everything's made from China. So, hello, Darth Eye. Hi, Lehigh River Subdivision. Norman Rowe. I believe I saw AJ in there.
Yeah, he was in there.
Is my voice a little better? Just a simple yes. Huh.
Okay.
I don't know why my sound is sounding scratching.
You're from California. You've been affected by something.
Hey, the only thing that I'm infected with is the love bug. That's it. Nothing else.
Oh, you poor bastard. That's going to
Yeah.
cost you. All right. So this is one of the Australian models. I've had this one for a while. It's actually based on the real prototype. It's also done modifications with putting ditch lights on them. Only on one side, not both sides. And the base between, they did actually run in Victoria and Melbourne. It's basically like an F unit, double-ended. The cab idea came from, to do them double-ended a lot. This came from Denmark, but they use the but they use the an American F unit concept. I am trying to get the original color scheme on it. That's one of the ones that are very rare to get your hands on, because they go like hotcakes. Very similar. Yeah, I'll go and get those ones too. There's a little 70 classes. I like them too. They were prominently designed to run in my area from when they were going into dieselisation, and they're getting rid of all the diesels. I mean, all the old steam engines. So they end up making those little switches. I am going to be getting some. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. They're letting anybody in this channel.
Everyone,
Hey, AJ, how are you, buddy?
good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
AJ.
Hey guys,
What's going on, AJ?
nothing was
Yeah,
going.
I like that engine. I will be buying, I think, about while I still can get my hands on it. I might end up buying another. There was 10 in the original series. I've got 5 now. So I might get another 2 or 3 of them. And because on my top level, I am going to have a passenger terminal. And in that passenger terminal, I'm going to be doing similar to what they did in Sydney. I'm going to hear myself in the background there somewhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use those little switches to do the switching on the passenger cars. Because I can't get the actual proper switching engines for them. I'm going to use the small ones, and the small ones are just the perfect size. Because I want to imitate doing the yard switching in the passenger station, very similar to what they did up in Central in Sydney. They don't do it anymore because everything is electrified and everything is double-ended. So, yeah. Okay, enough of my jargon and my crap. What have you been up to, AJ?
Nothing. Just working on some weathering and stuff. I got these locomotives I'm gonna work on. Shay gave me them today at the layout. So
I'd repaint them. I'd get rid of those black stripes on the side. I'll tell you that.
yeah, these are the San Joaquin Valley GP 15-1s.
Hey, cool.
These are the Athearn Genesis ones. So
Oh, right. Are they the new ones, are they?
I believe so.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah, those are very beautiful.
I know a lot of people love to hate. I was just going to say, I know a lot of people love to hate on Genesee and Wyoming, but I like their paint scheme.
Right?
Yeah, I like the paint scheme, but yeah, we've got a very hateful relationship here in Australia with some of the people that have been involved with them. We've got a lot of hate for them. So get rid of the black striping, and then you'll be right. We had them run down here. They only lasted down here for about 6 months, and I tell you what, they're one company that's very bad in paying bills. It took me 6 months to get 6, 7, 8 months to get money out of them. When I had trucks, and when they couldn't do because they were supplying flour to the ethanol plant down south. And then they were moving ethanol in barrels, 44-gallon drums in 40-foot containers out of there. And that plant runs 24/7. And if there's a rail shutdown, the stuff still has to go in and out.
There it is.
So, we took forever to get money out of them. Oh, wow.
So I know Daryl and AJ will appreciate this. This is one of my eBay finds. This is an Atlas model. But when I bought it, I didn't realize, and I'll show you the front here. Somebody has tried to glue the handrails to the front. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but right there you can see all these blobs of glue. This is actually a lot better than it was. This whole front pilot was caked with glue. And I just basically took an X-Acto knife. In fact, I may turn it up here. Turn it over. Yeah, can you see that little blob of glue right there up under the pilot there? Yeah, this whole thing right here was nothing but glue. I mean, it's just like they just bathed the sucker with glue to get handrails on. I kind of it's a perfect engine. There's no damage on it. It looks really, really good. I haven't run it yet, so I don't know how good it's going to run. But this actually came with a Walther's B40-8, and they had actually turned that thing into a dummy. They completely gutted the driveline out of it. So I'll probably just leave it as a dummy for now, and then look for a motor for it, because I saw a video. I believe the channel is called Classic Model Trains. He actually did a video on repowering one of these Walther's things. So I may with a proto motor. So I may order a proto motor for it one day and stick in it and get her back running. Yeah. So, but other than that, like I said, this Atlas engine here, it's a really nice engine. I always have kind of a soft spot for these Spartan Cab -8s. I know they're not running on BNSF anymore, but I was kind of glad I found this.
I like that. I fell in love with seeing that front cab shape when I was in Europe, in Yugoslavia. They had the EMD version over there with that type of cab, and I just love the sound of it.
I already actually have the B40-8W version as well. And those engines are actually still around at BNSF. They've been extensively rebuilt. They're still hanging around as local power. These versions aren't around anymore, but the wide cab versions are. So,
well, I ended up buying. I've got one in I've got one in the Pepsi Amtrak Pepsi color scheme. And it's got the old QSI chip inside of it, the sound in it. But I don't like the sound in it, so it's going to be. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, you're right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the sound in it down the track after the layout's done. Hey, Richard, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you still alive. Haven't seen you about for a while. I'm just going to concentrate now on getting the bench work and track laid on my layout. As I'm slowly getting there bit by bit with my shoulder, my priorities, I want to get the track laid. As we all know, that's a bit of time consuming, because if I end up going back to work, which I most probably will be towards the end of the year, I'm not going to have time to do my bench work and my track laying. So I want to get that out of the way. Scenery can come in later on. So that's what the plan of attack is. That should start in the next 2 weeks. That should be starting in the next 2 weeks, the timber work. I've got to recut some timber because I didn't cut my timber up properly. And change your plan. Pays to draw something down on pen and paper first, doesn't it? So what have you been going up to, Daryl?
Well, just keeping out of trouble. Today, had a pretty lengthy shred event that I did for a city today. So, just enjoying the hot weather here in Southern California. Right, AJ?
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure being boiled every time you walk outside.
Right. Now, if everybody doesn't know, AJ is about what? You're probably about what? 2.5 hours away from me. And
Yeah, like
so
hours away.
AJ and I are pretty close.
Well, at least us three got something in common.
Yeah.
We do share the same waters.
Yeah. Speaking of water, Joe Rader said, Daryl, you better keep an eye on the lake. California needs it. Yeah, I need all the water that Hillbilly's getting up there in West Virginia, for sure.
Well, there is a way around the problem with water, which what we've done here. It's called water tanks. We've been doing it for nearly, God knows how long, 150, 200 odd years here. We've been using water tanks. It eases the burden.
Yeah,
I know
well,
some of the counties over the US don't like you having water tanks, but yeah, that is a solution.
has anybody heard of them lining, or like when clouds come up, they seed the clouds so they can actually make it rain? I've heard of this, but I haven't done any research. So if anybody in the comment
They
section
have in the past.
knows
They have
anything
in
about that,
Yeah, no, they did do that in the past. They're not doing it so much now. They don't. Yeah, well, not in the Western, not in America or Australia or Europe. They don't do it anymore. Whether Asian that's doing it, I don't know. Like in China, but
okay.
yeah, they did do it, but it really stirs up the atmosphere really bad. So they've actually not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
You can't force nature. You can't force nature
No.
to do what it needs to,
No.
what it does.
Yeah, Steve 87's PSAP says California could lose some population that could help. Let me see where did it go back to? That would be cisterns, and most states don't have them. Okay, I don't know what a cistern is. So, and Joe says that was tried in the 50s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was tried. But we just got to go through each cycle. Like, as you guys know yourselves, like you've been hearing through me, and even Gary Creepy here, he can vouch for it. Right, up until the bushfires in 2019, 2020 season, we were in a drought in this area. Up the top end of Australia, it was getting flooded. It was getting smashed. It was getting a lot of water. But then again, summertime here, up in the northern half of Australia, summertime is a monsoon time. That's when we have what we call a wet season. Roads flood and everything else. Like with a lot of mines and whatnot, we try to get their stuff in during the winter months, right? Because of the roads being flooded. Down here, we going through our cycles. The Sydney Basin, it was its turn to get flooded. Some parts of the East Coast, it was their time to get flooded. Same with the fires. Some areas end up, it's their time to have a fire. Some places not. It's just the way nature works. You know, and there's nothing we can do. It is climate change. I believe it is, but it's not what we do. Not so much what we do, and it's the pattern of its world. It's Mother Nature. The water level here was nearly halfway up my escarpment, and they've actually found evidence halfway up the mountainside. Like you guys seen the pictures of my escarpment. The water level was halfway up the top of that, and that's a scary thought. But we did go to one spot this spell where that little island that's on the southern tip of Australia, you used to be able to walk across it. So the ocean was here. It has been coming up. G'day, Ian. G'day, Chasco. How are you?
Hey, Artie, bring that link back up. I think
Yeah.
Dave from Crooked River, he lost the link. I think he might want to come on up.
Yeah, I'll give him a link. There you go, Dave. Come on.
So, Marty, I couldn't find the dash 8. I've got it put up somewhere else, and I'm going to have to dig out for it. But basically, the B40-8W would have the same cab or similar cab as this locomotive. So it's basically this locomotive, but with this cab for anyone that's wondering. So,
Yeah, well, I've got two undecorated ones at the moment sitting in the cupboard, but I don't know whether I'm going to turn that into the BHP orange or what I'm going to do that as the grey CSX before they put the ditch lights on. When CSX first bought them, what they call it, I think they call it the Great Ghost colour scheme.
there you go.
Yeah. That's so I haven't decided which colour scheme I'm going to use on that one yet. I'm not going to go in the grey, blue, and yellow because that means I'll have to put the ditch lights on it. If I keep it to the grey scheme like I have with my GP40, I won't have to put the grey ghost. Yes, Kyle, thanks, Kyle. If I keep it to the grey ghost colour scheme, I won't have to put a ditch light on it because when they first got them, they didn't have ditch lights, which I ended up finding down in doing my research. And that's a reasonably easy colour scheme to do as well. G'day, MS. How are you? Nice to see you here again. I think it was Craig, was it? Yeah. Okay. I heard something in the bottom here. Oh, God. And he reckons I'm bad.
What's
Hey,
going
Dave.
on?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
And you reckon I'm bad in coming in when you open up the gate.
What's that?
And you think I'm bad when you open up the gate. I've been good this
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
Hey guys. I just wanted to come up for a little bit and see what was going on.
Oh, not much. Just doing my normal thing on a Sunday, Saturday, and as I said, I can't do it in my training room at the moment. We need to put a hardwired cable from the computer desk here into the back room. We're getting way too much interference with the Wi-Fi and TV signals. Yeah, well, the link's there, Richard. Go up and have a look. I'll send it there just for you. Bloody dumb.
Hey, is my voice still really scratchy?
It's not that bad. You're understandable. We can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not too bad there.
What do you
I've
think
heard
that,
worse.
well, what do you think that could be? Because I've done everything on my end that I can think of.
So what are you using? Are you using your phone?
No, streaming laptop.
If you want, you could leave on your laptop and then join back on your phone, and your microphone would sound like mine because
You're confusing him, AJ. He's going to get lost.
Yeah, no, I will get lost. I'll lose it completely.
Richard,
Hello,
Hey,
Richard.
Richard.
mute the volume in the YouTube there, Richard.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, yeah.
I don't
Hang
know
on a
these
sec.
people. These people
Hey to
ain't tapped
everybody
on
that
their
Who's been saying hi to me? Hey, how are you?
Yeah, well, these guys from Dapto, I don't know. They're nearly as
Oh.
bad as the ones in California.
Hey, Dapto's not that bad, mate.
Okay. For those who don't know, like AJ and Daryl, Richard lives about 5-minute drive that way within my area, or 10-minute drive within my area. So he's he's a
Okay.
local dude.
That's cool. Close.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
AJ and I.
Yeah, but me and Richard are closer than what you and AJ are, Daryl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably true.
Literally
so
up
this-
the road.
Yeah, this bastard here won't come around and give me a hand for my timber work.
Man, I would have had the time. I just, mate. Life
We
gets in
just-
the way.
We just need, well, get rid of the kids.
I haven't got any kids.
Oh, that's a smart move.
But yeah. I've been working on a few things. I finally got the that painted.
Oh, hang on. How's that coming along? Okay, give us a look.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow, you're doing a good job
That's
on
cool.
that.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, it does, Richard.
Yeah. I've got to build a new chassis for it though. I haven't got that far yet, so these things take time. But yeah, I'm currently working on this at the moment. I'm just
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Organized.
give me a look.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice
I
cool.
want one.
It's like the old heavyweight pasture cars.
basically what it is. It's is it on track shell?
Yeah, on track, mate.
So I'm making a bit of a Frankenstein. It's a Eureka chassis, which I had to modify to fit, and I got 3D printed interior.
Give me a look at the interior.
Hang on, yeah. Can you see that?
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
You come with that, or did you 3D print that?
Oh, I made them on 3D printed it. It's a generic 3D print from Thingiverse.
Yeah,
It's
that's
actually
nice.
it's actually an American interior, but I sort of modified it a bit so it looks like an Australian one.
We had one using the same shell that actually had a dog box compartment at the not the guards compartment end, but the other end. And they used to come down. It was the same size car as that. But he had a dog box. It was only one of, I think, 4 or 5.
Yeah. Actually, I'm having a bit of trouble at the moment because I've got the Lima style,
You know, yeah.
the Lima style. What do you call it? The carriage connector.
Diaphragms.
Diaphragm. Yeah, people
Yeah.
call them things. And as you can see, it won't fit on the on track without modifying the crap out of it. So I don't know what I should
Is
do.
that the Lima one, or is that the
That's the Lima diaphragm.
Have you tried the power line one?
It'd be the same thing, because if you have a look, it's actually raised and meant for the Austrac ones, but I don't know where I can get them from. So
I'm just wondering.
I could probably file it out to fit, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather.
I'm just wondering if the Walther's diaphragm will fit on it.
I don't know.
No, you're gonna have to come around and visit. I've got some Walther's ones here.
Yeah, I might come around and visit a bit later if you're not doing nothing.
Well, I'm not doing much. Just bring your sawhorses with you.
Bring me what?
Your sawhorses.
Sawhorses. I haven't got any sawhorses.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, see, no, you try. You know, no matter how much you try, yeah. Yeah, that's all right. I've got some diaphragms here, which we can see if it's going to fit.
Without too much modification.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. I could probably modify these ones to fit, but I'd rather get something that fits better.
Because I know when I was doing my my Metro liner, when I was doing that, and the Australian butt cars, because we had the diaphragms on that. It took me a while to find the right ones. Let me go and get it. I'll be back in a sec.
You got some Australian bud cars, have you?
No.
Hey, Dave, what are you working on?
Oh, working on my candy factory warehouse building. Put the doors in it today. Just got to do some touch up on the paint.
Apparently, Joe is making. I think it's Joe or SDS are actually working on the Australian butt car system.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
They
Dave.
were actually lower than ours.
What?
Dave, Joe Rader says, Dave, in case you didn't hear or didn't see the challenge, you got challenged in Jack's challenge. So did I.
Oh, is that the switching challenge?
Yeah. Yeah, so did you, AJ.
Yeah, you did too,
Okay.
AJ, yeah. By Jason.
Who challenged me?
I don't know.
Jack,
Yeah, I think it's Jack's.
GAC and
No, I mean, I know it's his challenge, but I know Jason went on earlier.
Right.
I wasn't able to really watch for long. I just kind of popped in and said, hey. But,
Is my voice still kind of the same?
a little bit, but it's okay. We can understand you.
Yeah, we can understand. We can still
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can still hear you.
Okay. Because
sound like shit, buddy.
I lowered the volume down thinking maybe that would help, but
You sound like a Dalek.
Did you ever connect like a headphones to your computer?
no, I have never done that.
Headphones.
Dang, something's probably wrong with your with the jack where you connect like.
It's probably got a bit of dirt or whatnot in it. It needs to get it blown out and cleaned out and clean it up. So this is what I've done. See, I'll put the diaphragm on this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're looking
Oh,
at
it's nice.
but when you look at your diaphragm on that SDS's, that'll be about the same width as that.
Have they got clips on the side where they clip in or not?
No. No. Now I can't remember now whether this one was. I can't remember whether this one. I think this one was a Walters one. One of the Walters one. Walters makes, I think, about 3 different sizes.
Okay.
But as you see, I haven't modified the shell on this side here yet. Because in our models we didn't have this sliding door. We actually had a couple of smaller windows around about here.
Oh, have you seen Ian Black's book on how to modify one of them?
No, I haven't yet.
I've actually got the book. It might be a bit interesting reading for you.
Yeah, well, I think I might hold off. I need to go up and see Joey next week or so to get some more track from him.
Yeah.
Oh, Daryl's run away now. I need to go up and get another couple of boxes of flex track from him, and then I'm going to ask him who's doing them, because they're with the Australian version, just for the Americans, like not so much American version, but the ones that we had here. our roof line here, and this part here wasn't as high. It was actually a lot lower than what you see here now, because the way these were, they were too high to fit in through our tunnels at the time of our loading gauge when they came out, especially particularly on my line. So what they'd done was they actually lowered. I think they lowered it by about a foot, 2 foot. They've actually lowered the design. They were actually produced and manufactured in Australia. They weren't imported. Now, in South Australia, Victoria, and West Australia, they actually had them imported directly from the US. But the ones that we had running out of Sydney, they were made here, and they were specifically made to run from Sydney to Wollongong. It was known as the South Coast Daylight Express. Specifically made to run from Sydney. Yeah, so
I've got a set of telecars with it, yeah.
Yeah.
I made some telecars up, but I haven't got them here at my brother's house.
Yeah, but the telecars are mainly done for the Southern Main Line, which is down where we have basically our wheat belt area here in the sheep belt. Thanks for that, Gary. Would really appreciate that. I'll have a look. We did have, and I think the telecars are also ran up north as well. So the only ones that still, I think there's only a couple of them still available in that are still actually survived in Australia.
Yeah, it's a shame the bud cars didn't all got scrapped. Though that would have been something. That would have been something worth preserving, I reckon. But anyway.
Yeah, but they scrapped them overnight before anyone could do anything about it. The Grinder government cut it all up. I mean, we actually had, they ran in sets of 5, right? And the biggest problem they had was with the Australian built one was the engines in it, the motive power, the self propulsion. It kept on failing. So to see the end of the day, what they did was they removed the self propulsion out of it, and they used it they put a diesel engine on each side and had a diesel hauled. But in one of them, the buffet car, what they've done is instead of having the twin air conditioning ducts on the top, it was half that size and only had the one. And that was the buffet car. I don't have pictures on this computer here.
I'll be back. I'll see if I can find the book. I'll be back. It's got all photos and everything.
Yeah.
I've been cleaning up here and we've been renovating. I'll see if I can find the book. I'll be back.
Yeah. Well, that's into him.
I've been cleaning up here and we've been renovating.
Okay. Let me see if I do have. Let's see if I do have some pictures of it here. To give you guys an idea what our butt cars look like.
Hey, Artie, guys, does my voice sound any better? Because I refreshed the page. Any better?
Yeah, it sounds better.
I sound worse now than you did before. We can understand you better.
Oh, okay. So that's a lot better?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay, so cool.
I'm just trying to find. That sounded good, healthy.
Okay, so AJ, so where did you get those locomotives again from?
I got these from my buddy Shay.
Oh, the guy, the gentleman who's in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is he
Oh.
still?
Okay.
Show it up again, Richard. Yeah, they're the Australian butt cars. Yeah.
Yeah, but this book shows you how to make them out of Proto 2000 bud cars and stuff.
Yeah.
It's actually it's a fair bit in it, but it's it's a good read. I'll see if I can find a photo of that dining car you were talking about.
The buffet car. Yeah. Well, it's on my other. Computer. Actually, I got the other computer here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, hang on.
Whoop, hang on. Try and whoop. Nah, there it is.
You see how the radiator grill up the top, the air conditioning vent's actually smaller, and you can see how much curvature, the difference in the curvature, and how it's lowered on the roof. It's actually sitting a lot lower than the American version. And then you'll see the pilot on the bottom. We don't have the steps as Americans do. They actually just have like foot recess in it. Let me see if I can find some other shots where I can actually bring them up. That Randall. Okay. Because I know I have got a whole heap of photos from
I know Joe made a casting ages ago for a bud car. Was it Joe?
Joe was selling it, but the guy that made it, I'll just try and think of his name now. It's good when you haven't seen him, mate, and you forget his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he done the castings.
Right.
And he sold it through Joe at Cashier Hobbies. But I don't believe he's there anymore. I think he's left. Well, he's got family and kids. Oh, what's going on with Randall? You there, Randall? Well, I'll put that one on and I'll remove this one. You there, Dad and Randall?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just trying to find some pictures of the Australian. The Sydney's butt cars. I do have it here somewhere. Oh, you get out of there. No, you can't get in there. Don't upset the air conditioner. Just talking to the rabbit. She's trying to get beyond the air conditioning. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been doing much modelling lately. I've been more concentrating on building my brother's layout. That's been a bit of a...
Well, don't worry about your brother's layout. He's already got trains running. Come over here and give me a hand.
It's a bit hard when you've only got 1 day a week to do stuff.
That's all right. You only need 1 day.
Oh, I don't know about that. When you're building one model, it's just I like to sort of keep going until it's finished, and then you run out of parts, and you're like, so, I don't know.
Yeah, and I just about got all my parts here. I just got to get more track work. Here. It's a problem when you've got so many folders and you can't remember where you put them. Yeah, so okay, that wasn't enough one.
One thing I do like about these on-track shells is that the holes are already drilled for your air vents and stuff. So
Yeah, that's one thing I like about them too. So,
but yeah,
I'm still I'm just the only thing I'm disappointed about the Australian models at the moment, and that's Oxygen. I'm very disappointed with them, with the amount of money that they've actually been charging for the Indo-Pacific cars and
yeah,
that they didn't um that they didn't add interior into the Indo-Pacific cars.
there's no interior.
No.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, well, you think for the amount of money they're charging, you get something for them, mate.
Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on.
Mate,
Sorry, that was me. That didn't work. Sorry about that.
What?
Yeah,
Here, hold
no,
on. Hold on, Artie. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I know how I'm gonna fix this. Just bear with me for a minute, guys. I'm not yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to leave for another time. I'll transfer it. I found the photos. I don't know how I'm gonna send it. Because on my other computer, I've got the other computer next to me. But actually, maybe if I
what photos?
Here, I'm
Yeah,
gonna drop out for a bit. I'm
okay,
gonna drop
buddy.
out for a bit.
Okay, buddy.
All right, see you in a bit, dude.
Yeah.
what specifically you sort of after?
I'll just get a better shot of him. Let me just. I'll just try something different. I'm not Heath, so I'm not an expert at doing this, guys. So,
Yeah, well, look at me. Yeah.
Hey
New
guys,
South
I
Wales.
gotta. Sorry, I gotta drop out too. The wife is calling me. So, all right, gentlemen, if I can, Artie, I'll step back in, brother.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no, that's why I had to. That's why I had to leave. I didn't want to just shout out, but I know you're usually on for a while, so let me go see what's up, and then I'll try to come back.
She got joys for you.
That's okay.
Take care.
Okay,
It's
good
all right.
night,
We'll
everyone.
get
Just in case.
We'll get the spy cameras up.
Okay, just in case. Okay, I'm gonna keep my. I'm just gonna leave the studio for right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
Okay, I'm gonna share the web page. I don't know if I'm gonna get into trouble for this, but okay, how do I do this now?
Yeah, that's gonna work good. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I'm doing something here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, they're the ones off Flickr. Is it
Yeah.
off Flickr? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good photos there.
So this is what they looked like through my area when they took the motors out of them. and no longer being self-propelled. They actually put the diesel engines on the front. The second car there next to the engine, that's your
Power van.
power car, because we didn't have what's his name? We didn't have the generators in the actual engines to provide power for the carriages. So we actually have these little power units, power vans to go with it. Let me see if I can get some. There's the buffet car there. You can see how much smaller the actual top, what do you call it, air conditioning unit was actually smaller. Now, this photo was taken. If anyone watched my Fun Day Friday video, this is actually in the Redfern car shop sighting, where they used to refurbish and service and fix the cars up and actually build them. See, is there any others in this one? No. That's all getting redeveloped now.
That's where they got scrapped too.
Yeah, that's at Bombadil. That's at the station at the end of the line. This is what I want to recreate. The full set of them. As I said, there was this was basically like the baggage guards compartment. As you can see, it's got no big sliding door in them. It had two of these, one at each end. And this one here, when it opens up, this one here is the full coach version. But it gives you an idea how much lower it is, how much different the roof profile is for this bud car. What else do we have? There is a shot of it. This one was done at Scarborough, where I took the steam train shots. I will be going back up there again eventually. Now, everybody in America turns around and says how Australian is strange with us having the steering wheel on the right-hand side. To be honest with you, we decided we were going to put the controls on the left-hand side of the trains, but you decided you're going to put it on the right-hand side. So you guys messed up on the train. So we did try to copy you guys, but you guys messed up. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Here's another shot. This is down south. We got the Taylor cars, which were replacement. Well, it wasn't so much a replacement. They were an addition to the Budd cars. They were Australian made. They were made for Victoria as well. And they were actually originally designed for southern part of New South Wales, or more inland.
Southern Highland Express. Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Yes.
And they're also designed to detach at Cootamundra and go up to Tumut.
Yes, that's right. But they had problems with the self-propulsion in it. That's why they removed it and turned them into diesel haul. Only Victoria, which is down in Melbourne, Victoria's a state for Melbourne. Melbourne, they actually had these run from Melbourne into the country areas, and down towards Hastings, where there was no electrification. They used these as a replacement for the ones that looked like the doodlebugs. in Victoria. Now, they were also meant to replace our CPHs. Now, this gives it a shot of what Wollongong used to look like. Give me a moment. This is what it looked like down in Wollongong surfboard. You had the, you just see the brown CPH on the right. It's funny, they both had the same engine in them. The CPH and the Bud car had the same engine. They both had Detroits in them.
610 GMs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both had the same engine in it. But I don't think it was enough horsepower for it. But it did have a lot of failures in it. This is the one that you were showing.
That's the book.
Yeah. Ian Black is a good modeler.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a pretty good modeler, that guy. Let me see if I can find some. Oh, this is what we call the CPHs, rail motors. They're smaller version of a doodlebug. They were common everywhere in this state, all over the country, all over the state. You see them everywhere. They use them for passengers. That was a lifeline for, particularly in the outback of this state. What else we got? Then we got here's one of them. Here's one that was getting cut up in Sydney. I wasn't involved in that project. It's too far away from us. This was taken at the time when they were doing electrification along this line. Yeah, that's all changed. That's up at Otford, near the mushroom farm. And boy, did this thing when he used to go around this bend here where the engine is. To the left of that engine at the front, that's the mushroom farm, but also is the original tunnel for the line. The line actually used to dip down into a single line. I will go up there as the months get warmer, and these were a common sight. Now, you guys have seen the brown Tuscan version of these that I've got running on my layout to do my passenger service. This is down in Kiama, just south from us, probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes drive south. Okay, Steve, take care of yourself, bud. Joe's got to go out too. He's got to feed the dogs.
See you guys later.
Yeah, so that gives you guys an idea of what our passenger trains were like, and like, especially with Richard and myself being from the same area, we try to keep the models within what runs within our area.
Mm.
And to be actually honest, there's actually not much of information, or there wasn't enough how would I say it? It wasn't a very common place for rail fanning along this line down.
No.
There has been a couple of books written on it, on this area, but it really hasn't been very well
Documented.
documented. Yeah, documented. Yeah.
Well,
So what do you think?
it's getting a lot of interest nowadays, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to get out and do a bit more. I've got another 2 weeks before I can drive a car. So once I get my car back, I can drive around a bit more. So plus I haven't got the car here. I've given it to the panel beaters so I can get the car fixed and keep it out of reach.
Oh, you can't literally drive at the moment.
No, I'm not allowed to, but according to doctor's orders.
Shit.
Mainly because of the operation I had on my right shoulder. Plus, having the seatbelt coming over the shoulder at the moment too is not going to be too crash shot. Look at all the idiots that are riding around. I nearly went into that colour scheme, AJ.
Really?
I almost did.
That's cool.
But after what that railroad company done to a friend of mine and a few other people that I know, and including myself, I thought, nah, I'm staying away from that company. But it's a nice colour scheme.
Yeah, I like the trains. They're pretty cool. And plus, I see these around here all the time in Bakersfield. They're usually the ones doing the switching, so good to have those here. And this one we saw in the scrapyard was getting scrapped and got a huge accident. Someone did it. So it was like the switch was coming in right here, and the train scratched the whole side, and the whole thing came off once it was like going on the switch like this, and it hit the train. So someone didn't put the cars in the switch all the way.
So it ripped the shell off. Well, that's more or less a write-off then.
Yeah.
Most probably would have bent it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Athearn locomotives, they have amazing sound. Well, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, the Soundtrack Tsunami 2 is a great decoder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like them. I'll be swapping over. Eventually, I'll be swapping all my engines to Tsunami 2. I'm just going to standardize them all to the one decoder because one, I won't have to worry about remapping them. And they're all going to be consistent. Because nothing
I like
worse
the
than
ESU Look Sound 5 too. It's just when you buy those decoders, unless they're inside of a locomotive already when you buy them, I think you have to download your own sounds in them on the ESU decoders.
Yeah, I don't have the component anymore, the program anymore. To buy it here, it's something like about $300 odd. And I've already had numerous of my ESU chips fail on me, and I'm like, no. I'm just going to get a soundtrack. I'm just going to keep it to one. There's nothing worse when you have someone coming over to operate your trains. Okay, Gary, you take care of yourself, mate. I'm going to call it quits soon too. But there's nothing worse than having someone come around and trying to run your trains, and they got different sound mapping on it, and they got different functions. So I'll just keep it to the one standard. Doesn't matter which engine or train you go into, no matter what button you push, they're all going to be consistent through one another.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit expensive and a little bit tedious at times to get it all set up. But I just find that way the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, kind of my method of doing it, I basically just group my engines together based on their sound decoders. All the ESU engines run together in one consist, and then all the Tsunami 2 engines, another group that can be run together. So that's basically how I do it.
Yeah.
Well, you could do that, but then the thing is, if say, for example, I come to your place now, Randall, and operate your trains, not knowing what the decoder is inside it. You know what's in that engine, but I don't know what's in that engine, and I'll go, right, okay, I'll be running it, say, like a Soundtrack's engine or a DSU, you know, I know you can change the function mapping to be the same, but really, it just gets tedious. It takes forever, especially when you've got over 100 engines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go to the one standard, and that way, if something fails, because I'll have spares. If something fails, I've got the spare on the side. You know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Like I've got spare parts, some spare parts for my NCE in case something goes wrong. I've got a spare component, and it's ready. Like my the card for my turnouts, I've got a spare one there. If something goes wrong, I'm just trying to standardize everything. So just off the shelf, the same with my trucks. I used to stick to the same brand of motor, same brand of prime mover. Because if something went wrong, I'll have ample spares that actually be interchanged between each unit. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it quits, guys. It's been pretty quiet. It's actually been pretty quiet.
Oh, sorry, mate. I've been doing the.
Good night. Good talking with y'all.
Hang on. What's that, Richard?
Just been doing the mouth-wide roofing for the car I'm building.
So I'm hoping you're going to be doing that in the proper colours.
Oh, candy, of course.
No. I
reckon everything should be painted in candy.
No. Wash your mouth out with soap.
No. Actually, I do want to make a set of R cars with Beckelot windows.
Oh, that'd be good. It's just a shame that Ontrack didn't make it. It would have been nice. But here's Bernard.
But
g'day, Bernard. Yeah, well.
All right, well, I think it's time for me to go, guys. I'll see you guys later, though.
All right, yeah.
Take it easy, mate. Nice to meet you anyway.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
That's all right. Okay, take care of yourself, AJ. See you through the week. It's all right, Randall. I'm gonna call it quits in a minute anyway.
I might come around and give you a visit, Artie, if you want.
Yeah, just hang in there for a moment, bud.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, cool. Well,
I'll just put you on the side. Okay. Right, guys, I'm going to call it quits here for now. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Silver polished stainless steel. Yeah, well, I've got that paint here too, Bernard. There's a trick to it as well. I'll show it to you. Anyway, guys, again, thank you very much for joining my channel, my live stream. I should be back here next week. I've got a couple of more contents coming through the week. Take care, look after each other, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.